Ladies, if you are riding the roller coaster of menopause, just hop on over to my website for a treasure trove of insights, practical solutions, and expert advice to make this transition smoother for you. And over there, you can even schedule a free discovery call. It's a one-on-one with you and I, because it's really time for you to think about embracing a vibrant and empowered menopausal journey. Yes, change is so important. And I think when we kick off a new year, there's just so much potential energy that we all have. And change happens one consistent turtle step at a time. Last time we spoke, I mentioned that the turtle wins the race, and we really want to be the turtle. So you might be staring down the long, cold, dark road of January and wondering, I hope I can get healthy this year, or I hope that I can turn my health around, or I hope that I can just feel better. And maybe you set some goals for yourself and now you're wondering, how in the world am I going to get there? So if you're at home watching this and sleep is so difficult and it's eluding you and you're thinking, what on God's green earth is happening in my body? I'm here to tell you that women's health is complicated and it's all about ages, stages, and seasons. So with age comes wisdom. And today we're going to take a closer look at health through the lens of doing things differently in 2024. Doing things differently. What does she mean by that? If you want different results, then most likely we need to make a few changes. And newsflash, you can only eat a teenager when you are a teenager. So if you're still doing drive-through fast food at age 40, we have a problem. So when we're pining for change, it does require hope, but it's not hope that's going to get us where we want to go. Hope is not a strategy. It's a wish. And we all need to have a wish. And then we need to follow it up with action, because knowledge is only power if we act on it. And right now we live in this information age. Everything we need to find or know is right at our fingertips. However, when it comes to women's health, we have to get the right information. And then, of course, knowledge means nothing without taking action on it. So the all or nothing mentality undermines the best of us. A woman will say, Dr. Purcell, I'm all or nothing. I'm all in or I'm all out. And if you know that this is you, and I am talking to you right now, you might want to rethink that in 2020, because no one can be all in 100% of the time. That's perfection, right? Nobody's perfect. We say that to our kids, and yet we don't believe it ourselves. It's unsustainable, and it leads to feelings of shame because we inevitably set ourselves up to fail. And when we can't be perfect, shame hits us so hard. And shame is one of the lowest vibration emotions. It is so low, and it is not a good place to be because we can really get stuck there. It's like swirling in a toilet bowl. And the shame comes with the failure of not being perfect. So now that we just acknowledge, okay, I'm going to make some changes. I'm not going to be perfect all the time, but I'm going to continue to show up and do it consistently. It's about having an action plan for when you do fall off. And the name of the game is to get back on whatever you were doing as quickly as you can. So you have to know that you're going to fall off your plan, right? But the key is to get back on and don't let that shame party take over. And I love Newton's law. Maybe you've heard me talk about it before, but it's objects in motion stay in motion. Objects at rest stay at rest. So do not let your internal saboteur keep you out of your goal of making good daily habits. Irritability is a symptom. Absolutely. So many women talk about feeling irritable, feeling guilty because they're irritable, not feeling like they're showing up to be the best wife or the best mother, and their irritability is really affecting their relationships. And so what is all that about? Women come to me feeling overtired, uninspired, feeling like they aged 10 years overnight. And along with that comes irritability, feeling uncomfortable in our bodies. But really, irritability is a side effect. Irritability is what happens when the wheels fall off the proverbial bus. And you, my dear, are the bus. Add up all of the symptoms that you've been putting up with, and you will find that they result in irritability, because it's really hard to be happy and present when you're dealing with health issues that are honestly so exhausting. And contrary to our culture's beliefs, exhaustion isn't from aging. It's because our body needs something different than what you have been giving it. Our body is constantly communicating with us, and it's saying, I don't have what I need to feel great. Okay. And you're only going to hear this here in the realm of natural medicine, because I promise you, if you go to your conventional doctor, they're going to say you're 40, or, oh, you're in your 40s. And that's what happens with age. You're getting older. Yes, you're getting older. I'm getting older. We can't stop time, but we can get our energy back and our brain function back with the right health choices. So here's my 2 cents for you. Before you decide that you are going to be a sitting duck for decline and aging, and it's just going to become your new normal, maybe get some reliable information. What if the symptoms that you're having come from a small nutritional deficiency or a hormonal imbalance? Or you could make dietary changes that can easily fix how terrible you feel, all without drugs or surgery. If you're a woman out there and you're struggling and you feel like you're in a dark tunnel and you don't know which way to turn, I just want to say that you are not alone, because I see women in their 40s, 50s, 60s, all struggling with overwhelm, difficulty sleeping, brain fog, mental fatigue, physical aches and pains, right? And it's just so hard to keep up with the demands of life when you feel exhausted. And what I find is that women tend to be living on empty. We spread ourselves too thin. We prioritize everyone and everything in front of ourselves. Like Sherry, who wanted to be able to go to Disney with her grandkids, right? And she said to me, Dr. Purcell, that trip is 4 months away. I'm terrified. I'm not going to be able to physically make it because I can't even play on the floor with them. And I need someone to help me to get up off the floor. Or Charlie, who said, I want to be able to make memories with my kids instead of lying in bed, listening to my kids complain that I'm too tired to do anything with them. So ladies, when we feel achy and tired and we're dealing with brain fog, it really holds us back from enjoying our life to the fullest. We walk around like zombies in survival mode instead of the beautiful goddesses that we are, soaring through our day with. And symptoms are the body's way of telling us that something is wrong. We're not supposed to cover up our symptoms or place a Band-Aid on them or take a pill to make them temporarily go away. Symptoms are there for us to realize, hey, I need to put some attention on this. And my body's trying to tell me something. And maybe I need to take some time out and figure out what my system needs and do things differently. And that's why I like to say women's health really is all about ages, stages, and seasons. Because if your brain fog's rolling in and your energy is rolling out with the tide, it might be because you're entering a new season of life. And new stages of life can sometimes just creep up on us. But don't worry, because feeling terrible is a true sign that you're off track. And that means you can get back on track. So feeling terrible just means, hey, knock, 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 help me here. That's your body's way of communicating with you. And that means it's just time to lean in, see what your body needs right now, find out. And it's really you leaning into yourself is a deeper level of communication with your body and a deeper level of wisdom. So if your brain fog's rolling in and your energy is rolling out just with the tide, it might be time for you to say, I'm in a new season of my life. New stages of life can sometimes sneak up on us, but no worries, because feeling terrible is a true sign that you're off the track. But remember what I said about symptoms. It's our body's way of telling us that something needs your attention. And once we address it, we can get back on track. So it's really time to lean in and see what your body needs right now. What is it trying to tell you? And as we lead into this wisdom, there becomes a deeper level of connection between our body and our minds and what our needs are. So if you want to truly thrive right now, your body requires specific health practice and mental wellness, stress reduction, and so much more. Maybe the time to develop those tools and habits that can help you thrive and regain control of your health and your wellness. So, natural medicine is not a quick fix. We have insurance based conventional doctors for that. The wellness lifestyle is a process. It's a wonderful dance that moves you along on the moving sidewalk of health. The sidewalk brings you closer to health or closer to disease based on what you choose. And remember that true success is when you honor yourself and your body today.